So this is US dollar Japanese yen analysis for Monday the 30th of October. Now, let's just have a look what happened on the 27th. So, on the 27th, we did mention that we did look poised to for another a proper retest of the the 1430 level, which was a major level that I'm going to show you later on the daily chart. But we did expect a proper test of 114.30. Now, we've seen price go up to this 114.30, and we have seen selling momentum come back into the market. We did have positive dollar news in that GDP did come out. I think it did come out better than expected, I think. So that was dollar positive, but this strong technical level here, and despite the positiveness of the dollar news, did actually hold. We did trade above it, but not by much. 15 pips above the level. So again, we didn't close above the level. It's only 15 pips, so you could interpret as just being as level actually holding. Now, we've seen the further selling momentum come into the market. We were expecting prices to retrace all the way down to 113.56, which will be the next major level of support. But we have not exactly got down there at present. Instead, we've seemed to have caught a bit of a bid, especially here on Monday. We do seem to have caught a bid, so this could be the buyers. The dollar buyers that were pretty much overpowered on Friday, they could be just re-entering the market. But ideally, I'd like to see 113.56 tested. So, if this move to the downside on Friday was in fact our swing low in around here, not all the way down to this 13.56, we would expect price to come to this 114.30, and again we'll see how price is reacting around this 114.30, whether we get a decisive break and hold above the level before we see continuation. Let's get scaling on here correct. Let's grab a pen as well. So we'll see how prices react in around this 114.30. If we do go up to 114.30, see a heavy retracement all the way back down to 113.56. Possibly even beyond that 112.76 before we see some support for another retest. If however we do retest 114.30 and have a decisive break, our next target will be around this 114.74 level. And beyond this 114.74, I'm just going to have a look to see where the next level is. Above 114.74, 115.37, 115.14, around that zone there, we expect to see some strong selling momentum re-enter the market, to strong bearish momentum to re-enter the market. Stumbling over my words there a bit. So if we do see a continuation of the selling momentum, we don't expect it because we are bullish on the higher time frames. We could potentially see we'll have to see how prices react in around the 200 and 400 period averages, sitting around 13.42 and 12.90. Again, we're having a look at the major levels beneath us of 112.77 and 112.52. We don't expect those to be revisited, but it's important to make a note of them. Now, if we have a look at the higher time frames, so on these higher time frames, we've had our lows here. We've had a retracement from in around this 118.61 level, and retracement is a lot deeper than I would like. But on this monthly chart, what we can see here so far, month of September closed pretty strong bullish, closing near to its highs after retracing all the way down to 107.32, and the month of October does look poised to close bullish. So we are expecting further continuation of the move to the upside, possibly our long-term target being in around long to medium term target being around at 118.61 before we have we start projecting beyond that level all the way up into the 120s. But overall, on this monthly time frame, and the most recent trend does appear to be to the upside. We've We've had a bit of a bull flag continuation, although ideally would have wanted to retrace, or the retracement to take as long as it has. Now let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. So on this weekly time frame, the trend is not the kind of trend I'd like. We had a move upwards, and we've had quite indecisive price action, slowly going to the downside. Oh my word, what have I done there? Slightly indecisive price action. To the downside, we've had a series of higher lows and possibly higher highs. Higher lows and higher highs, and we've had higher lows, higher highs, and lower low. No, higher high. Let's just get this right. So we've had a series where we've had lower lows and slightly, on some occasions, slightly higher highs. So lower lows and sometimes a little higher highs heading downwards, not indicating a trend, because ideally, if we're seeing lower lows, we want to see lower highs as well, indicating that there is some momentum to the downside. But instead, we did see a bit of a mixture and a sloping range. So while we've been trading downwards, the price action has not been decisive in its trend, similar to as it can be seen here on the charts to your left. Instead, it has been quite indecisive, as if waiting for policy decisions out of both the US Central Bank and the Japanese Central Bank. But now, on this weekly time frame, we can see here, prices did come up, had a bit of a pullback to the 200 period moving average, formed a bit of a bull flag, and we've had a bull flag continuation pattern. Well, we've had a bull flag continuation coming off this 200 period moving average, indicated by this very strong candle. Last week we did close slightly bearish, but that was our far selling off the major level in around this 114.30 level. So let's just have a look at the daily time frame. So on this daily time frame, there is the level I've mentioned there earlier, 114.30. We did see some strong selling momentum off that level on two previous occasions more recently, and we did see the selling come into the market here on the daily chart on the 27th. So on this daily chart, the primary trend does still seem to be to the upside. We've had the prices move up, had a bit of a pullback down to 200 period average, caught a bit, and we've traded all the way up to this 114.30. We have seen some selling momentum. So now, if we do get a continuation from Friday's candle, we would expect prices possibly to break beyond this 113.56, even retracing as deep as 112.77. However, as we've had a bit of a bull flag form, we could potentially see another bull flag before we have another retest and possible break of 114.30, then 114.74, and 115.37. Beyond that would be our next areas of interest to look for possible profit taking or for bears to re-enter the market. So that should wrap up the US dollar Japanese yen analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.